Ladies and gentlemen, we're gathered for an evening with Deji Ogunsakin, the one we call Erukulele. If you're happy to be here, please give me a round of applause. It's not going to be a lot of talk like we do politically. I was telling somebody on my table that, you know, the problem of our dear country is that we do not have set down rules and opinions, and people who come into governance just come into it by mistake. Some even don't tell you what they are going to do for you. So by the time they get into office, you can't hold them to anything. And that the reason why what we're doing here today makes a lot of sense is that this is somebody who has decided that I'm interested in this. This is what I have in mind. Although very young, is a man of proven track records. A man who has given a whole chunk of his life for the development of his dear state, and today he has decided, I want to go further. And I want you to look to your left and look to your right and tell your neighbor, a revolution is on the way. And I'm happy to be part of it. And on that day, continue. We shall all say, Your Excellency. And so what I say is from your mouth to the ears of God. Especially, ladies and gentlemen, to send this all off, permit me to invite, to pray for us, our Father, Akoshile. Can I have a round of applause for him, please? As he leads us into the presence of God Almighty. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم دورنا يحسدون كبيعات وياتنا هذه سنعايا تقيم آياتنا وسيحفظ الله وسمنا عليم. It's a great honor for me to be here today. Before we say anything, I will proceed. I would like each and every one of us to be on our feet. So we want to commit ourselves onto the hand of Allah. We pray the Almighty Allah make it a successful and pleasant event. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Let's say after me. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. For those of us that know how to recite Surah Al-Fatiha, we pray to Almighty Allah for our dearest brother, Honorable Cousin Deji Ogunsakin. May Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make your mission and your vision being accomplished. And I just want to say amen. Amen. Make all your mission and your vision being accomplished. Amen. May Almighty Allah strengthen you with wealth, health. May Almighty Allah be with you, guide you for the rest of your life, and each and everyone here gathered here today. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amen. Let's get started. Thank you so much. Praise the Lord. Takbir. Praise the Lord. Takbir. And since it's going to be a governor for all, Eriwo,
Thank you so much. I feel good. I'm happy today. It's just necessary for me to let my friends and associates know what my intentions are for Ekiti in 2022. Of course, I'm aspiring to be the governor of Ekiti State come 2022. And for me to start, I've discussed with my leaders in Ekiti State, with my political leaders in Ekiti State, and especially my boss, Dr. Peter Efaoshe. And I've discussed with my constituent, my people of my local government. I've discussed with my wife, and I prayed to God. And just necessary for me to inform my friends who have been together for years, to let them know why I'm running as office of the governor of Ekiti State. So pretty much it's been a good day. I'm happy, and a lot of my friends came around to support me, to inspire me, and I'm happy it happened. There's no leadership tussle in Ekiti State. Without doubt, we all know who our leader is. Our leader is Dr. Peter Efaoshe. So, and the people of the state know what they want. They know what they want. That's the truth of the matter. And the people are missing PDP right now. The people are yearning for the change. They need the PDP is their party. The people feel naturally at home with PDP being in power, and that's the truth of the matter. And I can tell you for sure, 2022 is a done deal for PDP. That's the truth of the matter. If I'm given a ticket, let me tell you, the idea of or they will be intimidated again. They will be police or soldier to run. It's not going to happen. Don't worry yourself. Take it to the bank. So, but the fact that happened at that time, maybe the president wanted to take it by all means necessary, because our boss was vocal in criticizing the government at national level. Whatever reason that caused all of that militarization or all of that intimidation at that point in time, it's not going to happen. So we are in a mission to rescue Ekiti first. We want to rescue Ekiti from bad governors, from absentee leadership, from absentee governors. It's not happening. No governors in Ekiti as you speak. The governor moving from one place to the other, jockeying from one place to the other. Right now, people need a leader who will be in their faces, a leader who will be present, who will be available at all times, who will show empathy, who will recognize the needs of the people. That's what people are looking for. That's what they want. And it's lacking right now. And that's why they are yearning for the return of PDP to power. And I've told you, naturally, Ekiti is PDP. That's the truth. That's the truth. So right now, they want their party back. They want their state back. And we are going to take it back by the grace of God.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this wonderful evening with our brother, our friend, a man destined for greatness, a man who we all gather to pray that God will answer his prayers. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gathered for our friend for an evening with Deji, Ogunsakin, with the hashtag, 2022, with the hashtag, Erukulele. Shall we please rise for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Okay, so we'll sing it together after 3, so that we'll appreciate the words. 1, 2, 3. Arise, O Nigerians all obey to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The name of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve without command, one nation founding, freedom, peace and unity. God bless Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I know things are hard, but things will surely get better. The Nigeria of our dream will become a thing of the past.
He's an amazing fellow.
From his time, from his young ages, he has shown a lot of determination. And once he believes in something, he goes after it. And even the Holy Book said that when there's a will, there's always a way. So what we are seeing here tonight is the will. And I believe very strongly that the way will come. I know him as a go-getter. I know him as a very humble person. I know him as a person that makes friends. And I know him as a very determined person. And the level of success that he has achieved in life are the habit of this kind of thing that has happening today. As the chairman of the local government, he did excellently so well that the governor was well pleased with him to the extent that they gave him further responsibilities. So I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that as the governor of Ekiti, he's going to deliver. And let me just tell you a simple stuff. As the chairman of local government, we have a senator in the same constituency. What he delivered for the people was much more and better than what the senator delivered for the same people. So the people at home know him as a deliverer. They know that once he promises something, he's going to deliver. So I'm so sure that if given the opportunity, Deji has the wherewithal, he has the capacity to turn the state around for the better. And people will never forget him.
Former American President Obama says there's no better time than now to do what is right. In the next couple of years, less than 2, we'll be on the march again in Ekiti. And the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. We've decided to take that step today. May it be successful for all of us in the mighty name of Jesus. We'll move on further now, and I'd like to once again welcome all of us. I'm going to introduce just one person. And the person I'm going to introduce is the reason why we're here this evening. Is hardworking, is dependable, is focused, is determined, is tenacious, is an astute manager of men and resources, is young, yet experienced in politics. At a point in his life, he was the head honcho of probably the biggest local government in the state is interested in. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our brother, our friend, the irrepressible cousin, Deji Ogunsakin. Can I have a round of applause for him? And what God has joined together, let no stupid thing that they can put us under. Please welcome Dr. Mrs. Ogunsakin. A round of applause for her. And as a sign of faith, I want you to say something. There are just 2 words. As a sign of faith, I want all of you to say, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency.
From your mouth to the ears of God.
Very impressive. Because usually, like I said to you while I was talking a while back, I said, we're not elitist politicians, we're grassroots people. People don't usually do this before they start off their intentions and all of that. So he's put his friends together. He said to his friends, I am saying this is what I want to do. Support me, join me. My support for him, because I believe in him. I have seen his antecedents. You look at his precedences and everything that he's about. For me, it's about personalities, not the political party. Though, ironically, we're both from the same political party, but even if he wasn't a member of my party, I look at everything that he has done. He deserves to govern Ekiti State. Well, they say there's a leadership tussle in Southwest. There's a leadership tussle everywhere. The country right now is warped. So, but I know that with time, we're going to get there. Nothing can affect him. I have said to you, I said, it is beyond anything. It is about the personality. So it's good to go.
How are we sure he's capable and competent for the job? Like they say, where we're from, you know what tomorrow will be from what has happened today. I'd like to invite Damilola Banire to please read the citation of the aspirant. I'd like the aspirant to please rise. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause. Please come forward, sir. Please don't stop clapping, no, don't stop clapping. Don't stop clapping, don't stop clapping, don't stop clapping.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. I am Deji Ogunsakin, born on the 13th of April 1979, BSc Economics, UNAD 2004, MBA Unilag 2010, work experience, EcoBank, Executive Chairman at Dole Local Government between the years of 2015 to 2017, Special Advisor to the Governor on Due Process 2018. He is married to Dr. Mrs. Olashade Ogunsakin, who is a medical doctor, registered nurse, and biochemist. Deji Ogunsakin was born to the family of Alhaji Bello Shola Ogunsakin, a former Baba Adini of Ado Ekiti. Alhaji B.S. Ogunsakin, a philanthropist and a successful businessman, is from Onotin family, paternal, and Baisoya family, maternal of Ado Ekiti. Baisoya. You said so? Basoya. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Of Ado Ekiti. While serving as the local government chairman, the following were achieved: over 300% increase in the local government IGR, proper housing numbering and street naming with modern signage within Ado Ekiti metropolis, construction of modern marriage ceremony at Irono, Ado Ekiti, acquisition of basic equipment for 28 health centers in Ado Ekiti, construction of public toilets to discourage open defecation in public places, construction and completion of Adere neighborhood markets, construction of 64 additional lock-up shops at BC Market, renovation and construction of motor parks within Ado Metropolis, repair of all earth-moving equipment including grader, roller, tanker, tractors, tippers, and so on at the local government council after years of abandonment. Acquisition of 50 hectares of land for empowerment of 200 youths in agriculture. Grading of several kilometers of road within Ado Ekiti metropolis. Provision of borehole in each ward of the local government. Construction of culverts, drainages, and some roads with asphalt. Construction of Ureje Bridge in Odoado, Ureje Bridge in Odoado. Completion of the local government permanent secretariat. Empowerment of physically challenged people. It is noteworthy that Deji Ogunsakin left the local government with a loud ovation amidst accolades and several awards. Honorable Deji Ogunsakin is a seasoned public sector banker and a trained economist. Deji Ogunsakin is the grand patron, Babaloja, of traders in Ekiti State. He is the CEO of Lakeview International Services Limited, a consultancy firm based in Lagos, and CEO of Uptown Resort and Hospitality Outfit. And lastly, he is a firm believer of youth engagement and empowerment for leadership, a shining light in Ekiti political arena, and an illustrious son of Ado Ekiti. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Deji Ogunsakin. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I thought at this point we'll be standing to give him a standing ovation. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And may God answer your prayers. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one thing that citation did not say, you may be seated. One thing that citation did not say is that Deji, you know, in medicine, there's something they call doctors sans frontières. That is a doctor without borders. And one thing Deji is a friend without borders.
I've known Deji for a very long time. We went to the same university. Deji has the heart of a lion. Deji has got vision, a vision of transformation, and that's why we are all here today to support him. I believe so much in him, and he has done it before. He has been there, he has done a lot, and we still want him to do more. Thank you. Yeah, I believe Deji has a better chance because I could see God is behind him. He's not the power behind himself. He didn't bring himself to where it is today, and he has gone too far despite his young age, at his tender age. So I believe God is with him, and all his visions will be transformed into reality in Jesus' name.
And let me also say that there are a lot of us in one group who are here. It's called Niger Hotels Gist, quite a lot of us. And always there's a fight of it's an APC is trying to dominate PDP and PDP is trying to dominate APC and all that. But we are here today in our large numbers. The first person that posted what we are doing this evening is somebody that is perceived to be anti-PDP. Can someone please stand up, let them see, so they can beat you when you're going. And this says a lot. And I'll tell you why I mentioned that. Immediately after the election, the last election, a lot of us went to Uptown and sat down. And unlike other politicians, there was no case of you did not vote for me, you're a bastard. I can never talk to you. Deji came back to all of us, irrespective of where we worked. And we are friends then, and we are still friends there now. And I think that is what influenced the decision of a lot of us who did not work for him then to be here now. And I think it's a testament to the fact that he's a true gentleman, and he deserves a round of applause. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, you heard who Deji is from the citation. But you know, CVs can be written the way the person wants it written. But you can never influence the impression of the person of you. This is why we'll give a few people the opportunity to talk about the Deji that I know. Let me start from the blood front. I'd like to invite Mr. Ogunsakin, a family member, to say something about His Excellency Deji Ogunsakin. Can I have a round of applause for him, please? Let's make it louder, make it louder, make it louder. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, for those of us that are from Ado Ekiti or Ekiti State, please, can you join me in singing this song? Somebody was asking, my brother was asking, do you have a ukulele? Maybe I should just sing it for everybody to hear. Ukulele, omadode, oniriari, ogiawo, ukulele, omadode. Thank you very much. Now, you just said that they advised you about the break you just opened. Congratulations, sir. But that is not actually new. His father actually opened the first modern bakery in the old Ondo and Ekiti states. Shola Express bread. It is my privilege that we grew up inside that bakery. He was born inside that bakery. He lived there until he finished his university education. So if they talks about anything confectionery to me, I think it's an authority there. Then, it's just not about his being authority inside of business. He has always been like that since he was young. I'm privileged to be his eldest brother, the first son in a polygamous setting. And it's quite challenging. I mean, but we have a wonderful dad that does not discriminate against anybody. Growing up, unfortunately for us, I think sometimes in 1996 we lost our dad. And the responsibility fell on me, to make sure that the family can take up again. And he was very young then, I think in secondary school. The kind of realization of the tragedy that befell us and how we will have to work and work hard to come up again. I don't think any of our siblings, the ones that are even older than him, really understood what happened to us. But he took the gauntlet and supported me in every way to make sure that the family will be able to move on. It was challenging for us, but we were able to move on. And strangely, he has this man to relate with everybody within the family, to bring unity amongst the family. At a point, I became frustrated. I left. But he never gave up. He never gave up. And it is to his credit that the BS Ogunsakin family is lasting stronger and better today. So when he told me some years back that he was going to join politics, I said, wow, you are having a very good job in the bank, and you have decided this. He said, this is what you wanted to do. I said, okay. We went there together, we were in a bit together, we set the machinery in motion, and to the glory of the Almighty God, they didn't disappoint me, he didn't disappoint the family, the whole of the Ogunsakin family rallied around him, and he has a very successful tenure. And sir, we are very, very proud of you. I stand here on behalf of PS Ogunsakin family. I stand here on the authority of the Ogunsakin family that in this journey again, we are in it together. And it shall be successful. Congratulations, my brother. The sky is your beginning. Somebody asked me just a little while ago, and he said that for a young person to say that he wants to be a governor. I said the Nigerian youths have already spoken. Yes, sir. And SARS. That's where everyone was going. Whether we like it or not, the reality in life in Nigeria today is that Nigerian youths have told us quite clear that they are ready to take over. My brother, welcome. This is your time. It shall come to pass.
Thank you very much, DJ. But that's not Rukulele. Thank you very much. God bless you. It's even very annoying, very, very, very annoying when people say that somebody is too young for an office. The first question I ask people is, how old was Goldmyne when he became head of state of Nigeria? Who remembers? How old?
He was 31.
If a 31-year-old could rule Nigeria as big as it is, why is it such a crime for a person of his age to aspire to rule just one state? I think the time is right for us to tell ourselves the whole truth. We are not even as young as we think we are. People like Uncle Shola should stop telling us to bury that. We, this generation, are what? Sorosuke. Let's never hear from the family.
Honorable Deji Ogunsakin is a brother, a friend, a very, very detailed, hardworking, passionate man. Someone who I see as a leader with so much empathy for the people, for everyone around him. A man that is concerned about seeing other people progress. A man who is not selfish, is not self-centered. A man who cares for all. And a very diplomatic man at the same time. And so for me, I see a future for him as the governor of Ekiti come 2022. I see him becoming one of the best governors that's ever been produced in Ekiti State. Aside for his educational background and qualifications, he's got the human resources. Honorable Deji Ogunsakin is a man of the people. He's got human resources. He's got friends across every sphere of life and career, from banking to journalism to sports to politics, even in the political space. He's got friends across broad from different political parties who actually want to see him become the true success story and for him to emerge as the executive governor of Ekiti State in 2022. So for me, it's a great honor to be here today. And I'm hoping that come 2022, we would gather to celebrate him and to see his emergence as the executive governor of Ekiti State.
Now, in Nigeria, one of the biggest misnomer is somebody comes up and they say, you went to this school. No, you didn't. I didn't know him myself. I don't know him. But one of the ways to know somebody is to go back. From that, you can know the kind of person he is. This is why I'm going to go to UNAD and get one of people that knew the aspirants in school. Please welcome Adebusuye Kule, the UNAD is an alumnus of UNAD. Please a round of applause for him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It feels so good as you're all looking great and beautiful tonight. The reason why we're here, and the only reason why we're all here, is to give our support to our friend, our brother, Deji Ogunsakin. Deji and I met in the University of Ekiti. And this journey I was seeing today started way back then. I was the social director of the student union government. I met with Deji to be a part of my social committee. And we were able to put a lot together then. Way back, I remember our last event was the most beautiful girl in the city, which was sponsored by Nigeria Bottling Company then. Deji has a heart to rely on. Deji's got dreams and visions, vision of transformation. And that transformation is what we are seeing today. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. And I will say, I, Kelala, my friends and my family, will declare our total support for Deji Ogunsakin. And coming soon, all I'll be saying is, Your Excellency, good evening, sir. Thank you, everybody. God bless you all.
For those who don't know, Kelala is one of the biggest photographers in Africa today. And one thing I know is that in the next couple of weeks, you'll be seeing some amazing pictures of Deji Ogunsakin. And I personally volunteer Kelala to take all those pictures. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Now, you know, something happens. No matter what school you go to in Nigeria, you have to come to one school to be cleaned up. Hello? Aye. You have to come to one school to be cleaned up, to remove all the eruku from your body so that you can become tush and all that. And that school is the University of Lagos. We saw a good material in him. And we decided that for him to be a better material, let him come to England. And we washed him bright. So what we are seeing today is a result of what we have done. is a refined crude oil. So I'd like to invite Albert Alman from the Unilag NBA set of 2010 to talk about the refinement and what is saw in this man. In those great Akokites, greatest Akokites, greatest of the greatest of the greatest of the greatest Akokite.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry, my name is Alumona Michael, aka Alman. I and Deji went to MBA school together, Unilag, West of Lagos, and I had somebody saying Maulak there. Sorry, we are not Maulak. We are University of Lagos, University of First Choice. So, Deji happened to be an exemplary leader while back at Unilag. He did two things that I will like the entire house to know here. For the very first time, the NBA election used to be organized by an army commandant, but he was among the people that led the movement. Now, for the very first time, an NBA student was made the chairman of the electoral committee, and that person happened to be Deji Ogunsakin. Also, for a very long time, there have never been an NBA dinner and award at the NBA lab. During our time, there was also an NBA dinner, and it happened to be the chairman of the organizing committee also.
My wishes for Honorable Deji Ogunsakin today is that I pray the Lord Almighty will take him to his destination. May all his heart desires and wishes for Ekiti people come true. I believe so much in him, and I know he's capable. He's more than capable for the job. He's prepared, he's ready. He has done it once, and he's going to do it again. You know, when he was the local government chairman, he impacted in people, he invested in human. So I have no doubts that he will do better this time around than the way he did the previous time. I also believe in him. I'm also optimistic that Deji Ogunsakin will take Ekiti to the next level. He's the right man. He has the merits for this job. Based on all the things he has, we have evidences for all he has been doing in the past. His vision right now is the betterment of Ekiti. Betterment in the sense that better life for women, better life for children, better life for health workers, workers generally, better life for pensioners, better life for farmers, better life for, you know, everybody in Ekiti. And those are his aspirations and his dreams. And I pray the Lord Almighty will take him there and allow his dream come true.
I would just want to appreciate everyone for coming out, for joining us today. Despite the challenges we have in town, the pandemic is real. We also want to appreciate all of us for keeping safe. Yes, a few years ago, so we left it in a manner that really I wouldn't want to bother you about. You all know we were brutalized, intimidated. Soldiers, thousands of them. And to the glory of God, of the day I told my boss, I said, we should go on. It was good we left. He said, Kilori, why? I said, Oga, we have to give thanks to God. Because today, people were able to compare and separate men from boys. The guys who have been running the affairs of the state in the past 1 years, they have disappointed themselves, not even the people alone. Even to their party members, they are great disappointment to themselves. It's a fact they know. It's a fact the whole world knows. But then I said to my boss that if we didn't leave, the glory, because if you go to it today, especially during the lockdown, people will say, we should go carry. So a lot of times when I go home and I bring my boss the good news, I said of that, if it's possible for you to go for third time, this time around it's going to be another 16-0. But because you cannot go, we have been trained, you have mentored us, you have tutored us, we will go now and you will support us. And a lot of times when we visit, that was a particular incident. When we visit, they had to shut down the town, the main market of the state, because we should visit the state. And people were hailing him. The first time we visited after a year, people were hailing him. That's to tell you that people are tired of the current government in the state. And so, I want to thank you for coming tonight. The other man said, people were saying it's not too young. And I told my friends in the state, right now we are not breaking any records. Young people are not breaking records right now. Because the second governor of the state became governor at 40. Oshokomole, my boss, became governor at 41. He did his 42nd birthday in Government House. Governor Kadi Fayemi contested at 42. He got his mandate back at 45. And I said to them, so we are actually not breaking any record right now. Because by the time come 2022, I'll be 43. And I believe, by the grace of God, this journey we begin today, it shall end well. Amen. A journey that will always end well. A lot of people at the beginning, some people might not believe that it's going to come out well. But when I started in 2012, I went home like my boss said, Mr. Idris. I went to contest House of Assembly. And it didn't happen. My boss said, I said, Oga, whatever you do, sir. Few months down the line, less than a year after the elections of the House of Assembly, there was an opportunity for local government elections. And I showed interest. And I said, Excellency, I want to show interest in this chairmanship thing. The people of Adikti are saying I should come and contest. I said, yeah. Well, what do you want me to do? I said, I want you to consider me, sir. No, I don't consider you. I said, well, I've told you, you should go and look at who's done. Is it your constituency or the other constituency? So I went back to the leaders of Adikti. I said, your own response is good. Now he told some people not to bother to contest. He said, your own is good. I said, well, that one is good. So on the day of the election, I went home for Salah. I was in the bank, and about 8 of us contested that night. It was the night. They said all the aspirants should come before the leaders of PDP in the state at the government house. We were hit. We were hit from constituency 1, 4 from constituency 1, 4 from constituency 2. 4 Muslim, 4 Christian. So practically I saw my Megbon. It's a very good friend of my brother. So, and I said, I've been looking at that man, I've seen his poster and his big board. It looks like this man is the chairman. No? So when I went there, I stepped down. I said, no, you cannot step down. I've told that man not to contest. Okay. Another man approached me, Deji, you know you're my brother. I've been stepping with you. I supported you during the House of Assembly. I said, when you did well, you not tell me we are going to meet on the floor. We are here contesting with you. I said, sorry, I've played this game. I said, okay, I will step down for you. So we went back again. I said, since you said you have confirmed that I'm stepping down for this man. I said, it's okay. So because who are you stepping down for? Nobody was saying to step down. So he now went back home. He went inside with other people. They said, okay,
you, that you say you want to go, step down, you are the next chairman of Ado-Ekiti local government. Or you mobilize people, so you know people are just keep a boy popular to you. Yes, boy, or you like they're going you. That's how I became the chairman. To the glory of God. And I didn't know it was going to be that. And 2 years down the line, I tried to contest again for second time. There were little gang up here and there, and Apostle said, Deji, you are not going back. I said, thank you, sir. Few days after, he told me that one, before 3 months, even before my tenure ended, he appointed me special advisor on the process. That was the most sensitive position in that government because of all the finances of the state will go through my table. And 6 months after, while I was still at that office, I went to my office early in the morning. I was just doing, because there were contractors that needed to be paid, and I just have to sign off a lot of files. And I got a call in the morning. My boss asked someone to call me to join him in his residence. So I got there. I said, he asked me a couple of questions, and I said, you are going to be the deputy governorship candidate. I was like, before I knew it, they were already announcing my name on the radio, on TVs, and social media. I said, okay, thank you. I did not also not know. There were like 12 people lobbying for that position and all of that. So we started the journey. The journey was fantastic. We went around the state, all the news and printings of the state, and I'm so sure and convinced we won that election. Not the claim like Trump, but our own claim was, because we don't know, everybody knows people were with us, who were popular as a government and as a party in the state there. Of course, maybe because of our stand against the only party, against you, we were very ferocious in our critique about the president, and we knew it was going to happen, but we didn't know it was going to be that bad. And we were there. It was good. But a lot of times when I discussed with my boss, I said, okay, it was good that we had to go. So people can compare. Today, I can say to you today, people are already missing PDB in the state. And I want to say to you, apology to my APC friends, I think more than half of this all is people by APC. I know, but this is a job that we have to do. We must rescue our nation. We have to rescue my state. I need your help to support in rescuing our state. Because, my boss is a people's man. He's a man, I think maybe because the way, I'm sorry, I'm going to talk a lot about him because he's a man I've known that has taught me, that's brought me up in politics, and believes so much in him. Because he has inspired me so much in politics and in leadership that I can't just stop or talk about him a lot of times. And every day, while I was the local government chairman of the capital city, every night we go out to see our people. Let me see how people are doing. What's the feel of the town? I want to know how people are doing. Every day, it cannot do without the people. And that's what we have learned from him. He has taught us so much about leadership, about how to ensure that people are happy at all times. When I was local government chairman, because there's a certain level that we have a limit as a chairman that you can't go beyond because government has to cast a sign for you to do certain projects. And you tell me, Deji, this one, will it touch people's life? Will people be happy? If people will not enjoy this one, don't spend money on this one. Do projects that people oriented, that will add value to the people. And that's the kind of leadership he has provided for me. And I can say to you, friends, that for what I've learned over the years, from the experience I've garnered and mentorship of my leader, Governor Efaushi, I can tell you I'm more than prepared for the job of Ekiti State. Like Olushoyinka will say, you have to set forth and down. And your election is in 2022. But the job and the mission to get to Kayaba starts now. In another few weeks, I'll be turning all the local governments of my state from January. From 10th of January, I'll be turning by the grace of God to consult widely, to meet with the people and the stakeholders of my state. And having discussed with my boss extensively, I've had personal discussions with my wife, and I pray to God about it. And I will tell you that I've decided to run for the office of the governor of the state called Goldmyne. Somebody said, easy. We are prepared more than prepared. If we talk about the street, we know the street. If we have people, we have the people already. And with the help of the people and support of people like you, I am the Babaloga of the state. As young as I am, the blanket women in the state came together and said, "You are our Baba." Sometimes January this year they called me, and they are asking for it. That's to tell you how tired people are of the administration. I'm not going to talk about so much about Goldmyne because for what is what, he's been governor 2 times and he's been minister, so he's found his own greatness. Of course, we are the one coming up, and so I'm going to concern myself about what I have in stock to offer to the people. And I can say to you, I've said under the government that by all standard was the most popular government in the history of the state. There is nothing, absolutely nothing in it today. If you have any major project in it today, there is no today route to government fellowship. I can mention every major project in the city was controlled by Governor Fellowship. So, and it's that legacy we are building on. We were #1 in education. You can find out yourself. Every young man and woman in politics today was brought up by Peter Fellowship. Either APC or PDP, you can ask, you can do your research. For everybody, majority of young people doing politics in APC and PDP today, there is no one that will be not linked to my boss. So we are ready for the job ahead. They said they will do ta. I said, things are changing, and they're changing very fast. And because the arrogance of bringing election, we have not even got to that point anyway. I don't want to dwell so much on the election proper. I just want to talk to you about myself and how prepared I am. The local government I came from, and the local government is the biggest in the state. We have 120,000 votes, registered votes, and no one has been governor in Ekiti that has done more than 200,000 votes. If you can put 200,000 votes in the state or 220, you are already the governor. So for me, from what I've gathered, from how I know I've inspired young people in the state, and young people in the state are ready, and I know the women of the state are ready, and I know the farmers of the state are ready. I know the Muslims here, they said they are the minorities in the state, we don't mind. They are equally ready. And for what I've gone through, for what I've seen, the people of the state are ready to vote in PDP in the next election, and that's what we represent. That's why I'm offering myself. I'm aspiring to lead that movement that will consume APC in the state in 2022. Because let's face it, the country is not moving in the right direction. That's the truth of the matter, whether you like it or not. Everybody wants to change. Everyone want a better country. We want to live in a country that we can sleep and have our 2 eyes closed. We want to travel to a village, you don't want to be scared. Inflation is skyrocketing, everything, things are not working. That's the truth of the matter, either you like it or not.
And things have to change. And you can't change things. If you cannot change things globally, if you cannot change things all over the country, but you can change your community, you can change your state. It starts with you and I. It starts with our local government. It starts with our state. And that's why I'm offering myself again to serve as governor in the state for 2022. And these are things we've done. They are not easy. They are not concrete. They are not big deal. We want to turn around agriculture. I empower 200 young people. We fix our tractor. We acquired 50 hectares of land, and we planted the cassava village shop with the little money we have as a local government. We can do that in a large scale. I did the program Better Life for Market Women. That's why I'm centering my campaign on Better Life for all. We want to ensure better life for rural women, better life for market women, better life for young people, better life for farmers, better life for everybody. That's what we are preaching. That's the gospel we are bringing to the people. That's what we want our people to know, to differentiate us from those people. They are not big deal. I've done it before. I've seen my boss do it. It has worked. It has happened before. It can happen again. The issue, the idea of elitist idea that because our governor does not see at home. A member of his party told me the other day that out of 365 days in a year, they calculated that probably our governor has not been at home for 40 days. Yes, our governor wants to be president, it's okay. Ambition is free, it's valid. You can pursue whatever you want to chase. But the one you are doing right now, you are not successful at it. How do you want to even step into a bigger shoe? Like I say, I still want to make the issue about him anyway. But just to tell you, there is that gap. There's a vacuum of leadership in the city right now. Because the man they have maybe imposed on us, it's never available. It has never been there for the people. And we are always on the street. We are always with the people. Either they are doing their party or they are selling the market. You will find us there. Go and check a lot of pictures. There are pictures when you social media, you see me behind me. Because of I was strategically in my local government. So a lot of things happen in my town. And I saw my boss do it. The Ogunsakin will tell me that people just want to be sure. They just want to be sure that you are with them. Just empathize. Just attend to their needs. Be available. Be intentional about your deliveries for the people. And that's what we have done in the Oshogo political family. Because I'm a member of the Oshogo political family. There is no me without the opportunity God has given me through my boss. And there are opportunities I can never take for granted. And the opportunities, because somebody told me, Oshogo, what are you talking about? This is the same man that I followed, that gave me opportunity, not once, not twice. He has made it without lobbying, without struggling. I was 39 when I was nominated as deputy governorship candidate. I became local government chairman at 35. I was the youngest. And the history of my town, when some people said you're not going to do second term, in the manner that's so unusual, all the illustrious sons of Adik came together, led by Afeba Balola, Chief Julie, and a couple of them said, what's next? We cannot leave our chairman alone. I said, I had in the presence of our cabinet, I had to maintain some issues, my organ, something, stop from me. Just before I was appointed as the special advisor on due process. That's to tell you how passionate I've been able to endear myself, how much I'll be able to endear myself to the leaders of who is who in Adoekiti. And I'm telling you, for sure, when the time is right, they will stand up for us. We are leading a movement in the state. We are leading a movement in the state that will be people and young people and women and everyone concerned for the betterment of the state. We are pushing the ideas of better life for them. We are giving them a better option than the arrangement you have right now. This arrangement cannot work. It has failed before, it will fail again. And it's failing right now. They cannot see future with these people. And there's change. There's need for change. There's need for them to move higher, to step up to the next level, not the kind of next level these people are pushing, but the better life that they can see, they can feel, and they can appreciate. That's what people are requesting for right now. That's what's lacking. If not for coronavirus, I'm sure that man will not be available in Ekiti State. But coronavirus has humbled everybody. Either you like it or not, you have to be stable to some extent. But right now, the people need someone to stand for them. They need someone to empathize and to show them needs. A few days ago, a couple of people that were employed 2 years into our administration. They came in and they sacked all of them. And I'm happy to tell you that court instituted them a few days ago that they should complete their jobs. And you can imagine the callousness from the people, because the truth of the matter is this: PDP or APC, Ekiti is one. Because there's time for campaign, there's time for governance. So the immaturity of certain human beings trying to steal, say, I did employ you and you've got to be sacked. That shouldn't happen in a decent society. People have to be decent. People have to be disciplined. People have to show maturity in leadership. And those are the things that have been lacking, and people are demanding, they are yelling. They can't wait. They just want PDP to put the act together and step up. And that's why we are stepping up. Because I'm sure probably by the time I start consulting, maybe I'm going to be the first person to start turning. But because that's how passionate I am, we have to start early. We have to start telling people you have options. All hope is not lost. Because people are down, morale is down. People are not inspired. Nothing to inspire them. But we have to show them there's a better life coming. We have to show them that opportunities are coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to appreciate you for coming tonight. I want to thank you for standing with us. I want to tell you that we don't disappoint you. I will tell you God believes in this project, so I believe in it. And I believe in you that with your support, with your support, with your prayers, everything is going to happen. Inshallah, 2022 in the state, it will be a new dawn, be a new beginning. We shall conquer, we shall win, we shall drive all these people. And by the grace of God, in the name of God Almighty, will be sworn in as a state governor in October 16, 2022. Inshallah. Thank you very much and God bless you.
You know, I went to the back and somebody told me that, do you know that Deji has friends everywhere? In journalism, in entertainment, in politics, in banking, in every sector. And these friends are not forged based on party affiliation or anything. I'd like to welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the immediate, and if I might add, the best Honorable Commissioner for Information and later Tourism, Arts and Culture, Mr. Steve Ayoride is in the building. Can I have a round of applause? I have the voice of the people is the voice of God. Representing Uptown and speaking for 2 minutes, please welcome Mr. Shino Oyetayo. English. Oyinbo, you know Oyinbo. Please a round of applause for him. This is a man that the Queen of England looks up to when she wants to speak English.
I got everybody. She's already there with the rook on me. And I'm Deji's friend. I'm happy to be here. And I'm glad that he's able to pull so much people at a very short notice. I'm actually very glad to have heard his plans. And what he wants to do for Ekiti State. They are very lofty, they are very beautiful, and I hope that God will see him through. And I'm also assuring him that on behalf of his friends, on behalf of his friends across every spectrum, banking, journalism, entertainment, we are all going to support you. In 2022, we'll be doing your 43rd birthday in Goldmyne. Thank you very much.
There's not a spectrum of spectrum. I'd like to invite, ladies and gentlemen, representing another place where we converge, Niger Hottest Gist, that has been christened the hotbed of APC. The Ligere of Ebaland, Victor Gonzalo. A round of applause for you, please. Ligere of Ebaland. One mischievous fellow says that title sounds like negligee. Oh, sorry, lingerie.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be here this evening for us to converge in this beautiful place because of our associate, Deji Ogunsakin. He's an amazing young man. His story and trajectory is one that inspires people like myself because it's not easy. We know how the Nigerian political reality is, and for a young man to come out and stand firm. And even we used to be about in the same environment. Deji was in banking, I was in insurance. So for you to leave a secure job with a good pay, to say you want to dabble into the muddy water of politics, speaks a lot for your conviction and aspiration and the belief you have in yourself. And if there's anything I admire and respect Deji for, is the fact that he's a man of very firm convictions. He's a man that speaks his mind regardless of what the situation and environment is. If a man speaks the truth at any point in time, he goes to say a lot about his person. We belong in a group that is one of the hottest WhatsApp group I think there exists in Nigeria, especially as regards politics. And some of us can be very vociferous and quite vocal. Some of us, a large percentage of the guys you see here tonight, don't even belong in the same political party as Deji. But because we believe in him, because beyond being our friends and our brother, we know what Deji stands for. We know the kind of man he is. He's someone whose word you can take in the So, representing like my senior boss, like Bengali said, representing our group, our WhatsApp group, Niger Hottest Gist. I know Deji knows that he enjoys a lot of goodwill and solidarity from the group. And I'm able to say that without any sense of exception, that Deji enjoys tremendous support from us. Most of us have our influences, big, small, and all, and then we know that if we all put our resources and influence together to a very large extent, and with the help of the Almighty God, I believe that God is involved in this project and He will see it to function. So Deji, congratulations. We already see you there. And by the special grace of God, it will be a successful journey. Thank you, everybody.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I said that the aspirants ask friends from all over. So I move to another sector, and I'd like to invite somebody representing another group of friends. So I'd like to invite to speak. Sorry. Okay, those are the people that won the Ondo election. I'd like to invite my brother and friend Henry Alabe, old school, to speak on behalf of that sector too. A round of applause for him, please. He's the CEO of Amala. So during the election, I hope you like Amala in Ekiti State.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to say what Deji has done tonight is what emanating. It's a lion arts decision. It's not going for a local government chairman. It's not going for a councillor. He looked at himself and he's saying, I'm going for a governorship position in a state like Ekiti. That is big, that is huge. And I can only wish him on behalf of all other friends that if you are there, we are there. Though in most cases it's not like that. But if you are there, whether you are with us or not, we are with you. Because it's the season of sorrows, okay? It's another generation. And you belong to that generation. And all we are saying tonight is, if we are giving you all our support, we expect that you just do one little thing by not letting our support down. You get there and do the needful. Nobody forced you to write this, Better Life for All, by making Ekiti State a better society in terms of infrastructure, in terms of, anyway, you are the pillar of stomach infrastructure anyway. Come 2022, everything that we have in us, all the contacts, all the reach outs, prayers, funds that we have, and I want to, on behalf of Oyamala, I'm saying for like 2-3 months, we just be, I come out Ramala Lodi. So, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations, my brother. I wish you well.
Normally, I'm not supposed to do this, but I will do it. I will stand on it, and I'm sure some of us here know the reason why I'm doing this right now. And I'm repeating this. You have my support. Come 2022, 100%. Thank you all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to be here right now. I don't even know what to say, but I'm actually very, very pleased to be here. On behalf of my husband and the entire family of Ogunsakin, I say a big thank you to everyone who made it to this event. You know, despite the short notice and the ongoing pandemic, even Lagos traffic, people didn't use that as an excuse. They still made it to this event. That means a lot of people believe in this cause. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Also, I want to thank everybody that made their pledges. May the Lord Almighty bless you in 2021 to fulfill all your promises. Thank you very much for coming. We
sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.